Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 5 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 2381, shifting letters 2. So let's read the problem statement first. You are given a string S of lowercase English letters. Okay, and a 2D integer array shifts where shifts of I is having three values. Okay, start, end, and direction. Okay, so this is nothing but start, this is end, and this is direction. Okay, so for every I shift the characters in S from the index start to the index end inclusive. Okay, 0 to 1. Okay, including 0 and 1, 1 to 2. Okay, including 1 2, 0 to 2 including 0 1 2. Okay, forward if direction is equal to 1. Okay, so if it is 1, that simply means that direction is forward. Okay, or shift the characters backward if direction is 0. Okay, so here we have to move the characters in the backward direction. Okay, 0 means backward and 1 means forward. Okay, shifting a character forward means replacing it with the next letter in the alphabet, wrapping around so that Z becomes A. Okay. Similarly, shifting a character backward means replacing it with the previous letter in the alphabet, wrapping around so that A becomes J. Okay. Okay. So Z and the next character to Z is going to be A. Okay. And for A, the previous character is going to be Z. Okay. Okay. Nothing but just a cyclic formation, right? A, B, C, D. Okay. And here Y, Z. Okay, so here forward means this and backwards means this direction. Okay, so A is Z. Okay, and Z's forward is A. Okay, that's a simple meaning here. All right, return the final string after all such shifts to S are applied. All right, so now see this example number 1. Okay, so these are my this is my string, right? ABC. Okay, and these are the shifts operation given to us, total 3. Okay, so first is 0 to 1. Okay, 0 to 1, all the characters should move in the backward direction. Okay, so here my string is ABC. Okay, ABC, so this is nothing but 0 index, 1 index, and 2 index. Okay, 0 to 1 previous. Okay, backward, so A is going to become Z. Okay, and B is going to become A, right? 0 to 1 we have to do. Okay, so this is new string, right? Firstly, shift the characters from index 0 to index 1 backward. So now my S is equal to this. Okay, then this next operation 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2, that means that from this to this index. Okay, and in the forward direction, so this A is going to become B, this C is going to become D, and Z will remain as it is. Okay, so secondly, shift the characters from index 1 to index 2 forward. So now S is equal to ZBD. Okay, so this is done. All right, now see the third operation, 0 to 2. Okay, so this is 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. Okay, all the characters, and 1 means in the forward direction. Okay, so Z is going to become A, B is going to become C, and D is going to become E. Okay, so finally shift the characters from index 0 to 2 forward. Now S is equal to AC. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear with this example. Okay, what we have to do. Okay, so now how we are going to do. So this is one way to do this, right? First just pick this shift. Okay, and from this shift we know that this is start, this is end, and this is direction. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to run one loop from 0 to 1 index, and we will check the direction. Okay, and if the direction is backward. Okay, so if direction is 0, then we have to move backward. Okay, or if direction is 1, then we have to move forward. Okay, so here first of all, from 0 to 1, I will just replace the characters like this. Okay, using string builder ZAC. Okay, or using char array, you can do that, right? So ZAC. Okay, so but in this first you are going to pick this shift, then you are going to make some changes, then you are going to pick this shift, then you are going to make some changes, then you are going to pick this shift, then you are going to make some changes, right? So in this way the time complexity is going to be quadratic, right, of n square. and see here constant size is very large in this problem. Okay, so definitely we will get some issue. Okay, we will get a time limit exceed error. Okay, so this is not feasible. Okay, so n square. Okay, so first pick this shift, then make the changes in my string, then pick this shift, then make the changes in my string, then pick this shift, then make the changes in my string. Okay, this is not feasible. Okay, because of this time complexity. Okay, so now how we are going to solve this problem? Okay, so see here, 0 to 1. Okay, 0 to 1 here, in this value is 0. Okay, that simply means we are moving backward. Okay, so 0 to 1. Okay, so let's say 0 to 1. Okay, so here let's say I'm moving like this, 0 to 1. Okay, 0 to 1 we are making the changes now, and after 0 to 1 there will be 2, right? 0 1, and after that there will be some 2, right? Okay, there's some will be some 2 character at 2 index or 3 index. Okay, there is something, right? So 0 to 1 we are moving in the some direction. Okay, let's say in this direction. Okay, moving backward. Then at 2 we have to sudden change the direction, right? 0 to 1 we are moving in the for backward direction. Okay, only until 0 to 1. Then at 2 there may be some changes, right? There may be some changes. Okay, here 1 to 2 we are moving in forward direction. Okay, 1 to 2 we are moving in back forward direction. Then we have to stop now, we have to stop here. Then definitely at 3 we are moving in some opposite direction. Okay, let's say I change the direction. After this I end this operation. Okay, here that's, and I'm just saying that here I just changed it. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are moving like this, like this, like this. So here there is going to be sudden change. Here we are moving like this, like this. So here there is going to be some sudden change. Okay, so until here 0 to 1 we are moving like this. Okay, 1 to 2 we are moving like this. 0 to 2 we are moving like this, 0 and 1 and 2. Okay, then at 3 definitely there is some change. Okay, that's why we stop. Okay, so here this is nothing but just, let's say, little bit break we apply. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, this string. Okay, this string s is equal to abc. So what is the length of this string? 3. Okay, so I'm going to create one array. Okay, and here this is going to have the length of 4. Okay, 0 1 2 and 3 here. Okay, 4 length, right? Because here this string is length abc. Okay, and here if we are making changes to until 0 to 2, so at 3 there is sudden some change. Okay, end plus 1. 0 is nothing but my start, this is end. So at end plus 1 there is some change. Okay, so we have to change the direction now. 0 2 we are making some change, then we have to sudden change some direction. Okay, we are not going to continuously move like this. Okay, that is why it is showing 0 2 only. Okay, so that is why I'm taking end plus 1 here. Okay, just for representation. Right, so here 0, initially all the values are 0 here. Now 0 to 1. Okay, 0 to 1 we are moving backward. Okay, 0 to 1 we are moving backward. That simply means that this is my start, so here we are moving backward. Okay, so here what is going to be my change? Change is going to be -1 now, right? We are moving backward direction, right? 0 to 1 0. Okay, so direction 0 means backward, so that simply means that my a is going to become z, right? We are moving backward. So here we are moving backward, so for backward I'm going to write -1 here. Okay, now here at 1, instead of 1 I'm writing at 1 plus 1 2. At 2 index I will tell that there is going to be sudden change, so instead of -1 I'm writing +1 here. Okay, +1. Done. Because 0 to 1 we are moving in the certain direction, at 1 to 2 okay, so we are going to move in suddenly opposite direction. Okay, so here I just tell them that here I am stopping. Okay, until here I'm stopping, and here I'm going to do some sudden change. That's the reason. Okay, so this is nothing but my start, this is nothing but my end. Okay, so end plus 1 I'm writing +1, and here I'm writing -1. Okay, now let's move to the next shift, 1 by 2. Okay, so right now I'm just iterating over all these shifts. Okay, in of and time complexity, I'm not thinking about this right now, I'm just filling this array. Okay, 1 to 2. Okay, so 1 to 2 1, so at 1 this start, 2 is end. Okay, so at start, 1 means positive direction. Okay, so that simply means that at 1 we have to write +1, positive direction. And 1 to 2, 2, okay, so here 2 plus 1, okay, so at 3 we are going to make some changes, okay, 1 to 2 we are going to in similar direction, and at 2 plus 1 we are going to make some changes, okay, so this is positive now, so plus 1 I have written here, so for 2 plus 1 3, I'm going to write minus 1. Okay, this is done, right? Now let's move to the next one, this one. So for this one, start is this, end is this. Okay, so start is this and end is this, right? So one means positive direction, so that simply means that at 0 index we have to write we have to add 1, right? So here it was minus 1 initially, so now it is going to minus 1 plus 1, it is going to become 0, right? Okay, positive. And here 2 plus 1, so 0 2 we are moving in single direction, and then we have to make some sudden changes in downward direction. So at 2 plus 1 3, okay, 3 at 3 index I'm going to write minus 1, okay, so minus 1 it is already there, so minus 1 it is going to become minus 2 here. Okay, done, this is done. Okay, so this is how we are going to, we have to fill this. Okay, and you know that why we are taking the size as here 4. Okay, this length plus 1, okay, n plus 1, so this length is n, so n plus 1 is the size, because at next index, okay, 0 2, and at 3 there is going some sudden change, so I'm just going to add the positive, just a positive value. Okay, so this is how we have to fill. Okay, now what we need to do here, we have to iterate over, okay, so this is done in O of n time complexity, this operation. Okay, now we have to iterate over our strings, okay, this all. So here at a value is just 0, okay, so there is no shift, so it is going to remain a. Okay, I'm just going to split all these to a char array. Okay, so at a it is going to remain a. Okay, so now here after this, okay, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, okay, so from here to here I'm moving. Okay, so it is going to be a cumulative sum, right? Cumulative sum. Why it is going to be cumulative sum, I will show you later on. But here 0 plus 1, just understand it like this. 0 plus 1 is plus 1, so that simply means that here it is going to be plus 1 change only, so b is going to become c. Okay, so now here see, plus 1 plus 1, so it is going to become total cumulative sum plus 2, so plus 2, right? Cumulative sum. So here c becomes c plus de. Okay, so de. Okay, so cumulative sum. Why? So see here na, with 0 to 1 we are moving like this. Okay, then there is sudden decrease. Okay, then 1 to 2, okay, 1 to 2 we are again moving upward, right? Then there is sudden change. Okay, so we have to add like this na, cumulative sum, cumulative sum. So this is one flow na, this is one flow, so this is 0, let's say this is 1, so 1 is affected in this as well, and this is 1 is affected in this as well. Okay, that is why we have to take the cumulative sum. Okay, so here plus 2. Okay, so it is going to become AC. Now see this example. Okay, so same thing you have to do. So s length is n, 1 2 3 4 5, length is 5. Okay, so create one array. Okay, delta array, let's say, and here of size what, 6. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, right? And here now see 2 to 3, 1 means positive direction, up direction. Okay, so add 2, right, plus 1. Okay, and add 3 plus 1, 4, 4, right, minus 1. Okay, plus 1 minus 1. All right, 0 to 2, 0 to 0 means positive, so here we have to, 0 to, but we are moving in negative direction. Okay, here, so this is 0, at 0 we have to write minus 1 now, and at 2 plus 1, which is 3, at 3 we have to write plus 1. Okay, and now 1 to 4 means we are moving downwards. Okay, 0, so here at 1 we have to write minus 1, and at 5 we have to write plus 1. Okay, so now once this is done, now we have to iterate over all this. Okay, so at a we are going to move one step backward. Okay, so it is going to become z. All right, now at b, so here minus 1 minus 1. Okay, cumulative sum, cumulative sum we have to do. Okay, so here it is nothing but minus 2, so minus 2 nothing but it is going to be z only, right? Okay, now here minus 2 plus 1, minus 2 and plus 1 is going to become minus 1, so that simply means that here I'm going to write w. Okay, and minus 1 plus 1, here it is going to become 0, so here it will remain k. Okay, 0 minus 1, so here it is going to become z. Okay, so this is going to be my output, and this is true, right? Why this is true? So 2 to 3 we are making some changes, right? First one step uh, forward. Okay, so here if I write it like this, a b x k a, okay, 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so here first is saying 2 to 3, 2 to 3. Okay, so 2 to 3, so here moving upwards, so here it is going to become y, and here it is going to become but uh, l, right? So, and it will remain same. Okay, so this is nothing but shift 1. Okay, now shift 2 is 0 to 2. Okay, and in backward direction 0 to 2, so here it is going to become z, it is going to become a, and it is going to become x. Okay, and here it is la. Okay, so here this is shift 2. Okay, and now 1 to 4. Okay, 1 to 4 until here. Okay, so here z, it is going to z become z, and here this will become w. Okay, one step backward. Okay, moving backward now, and here this is going to become k, and this is going to become z. Okay, this shift 3. So here now if you see why cumulative sum is important, so here there are -1 -1 -2. Okay, so there are two times we are doing the changes here, right? Why -2? Because there are two times we are doing the changes. One is here and one is here. Okay, so here we are also moving backward, and here also we are moving backward. Okay, so one is because of this. Okay, there is one cycle going on, so 0 to there is one cycle. Okay, and then 0 to 2 there is one cycle going on. Okay, and you can just for visual representation, okay, so you can show like this. Okay, 0 to 2 because it is downward now. 0 to there is one cycle going on like this, 0 to 2. Okay, one second, like this. Okay, let's say 0 1 2. Okay, then after 2 there is going to sudden change. Okay, opposite. Then 1 to 4 also there is one cycle going on. Okay, so again from 1. Okay, then 2. Okay, so here one change because of this, one change because of this. Okay, so we have to do the cumulative sum, right? So that's the reason. So this is going to be output. Okay, so now let's write the code for this one. Code is also going to be very simple. Okay, so now let's move to the coding part, and the time velocity for this one is going to be just simple of n. Okay, of n plus m, or you can say of n. Okay, one for this, all the shifts. Okay, of n, then we are iterating over this now, over our delta array of length n plus 1. Okay, so that length. All right, so here int n is equal to s dot length. Okay, and then write one delta array, and you already know why we are taking the size as n plus 1 here, right? Because at n plus 1 we have to store the extra value, right? Extra space for n plus 1. That's the only reason. So then we have to populate the delta array. So just iterate over all the shifts one by one. Okay, now take a start as shift of 0. Okay, and as shift of 1, and direction as shift of 2. Okay, so we already know that, right? At 0 index we have start, at 1 index we have end, and at 3 index or 2 index we have direction. Okay, this is done. Okay, now just one if condition. Okay, if my direction is equal to 0, that means we are going backward. So if we are going backward, so in that case, in the delta of start we have to update it as with -1. Okay, so here I'm just going to add subtract 1 from it. Okay, -1, and at end plus 1 there is going to be sudden change, so I am just going to write here just opposite to previous one. Okay, so plus. So if I'm doing -1 previously, then at end plus 1 there is going to be sudden change, so I'm writing +1. Okay, so this is nothing but for left shift, and same way for right shift. Okay, so just copy these two. So for this, okay, right shift, or you can say forward direction. Okay, so here we have to increment. Okay, and then sudden change at and +1. Okay, so here -1. That's it. Okay, now once this is done, then this is single loop. Okay, so here shift. Okay, so shift, let's say length is of m. Okay, so m temp complexity. Okay, let's say m is the length of shifts. Okay, so this is done. All right, so now we are to iterate over the delta. So here first shift value. Okay, so cumulative sum we have to find. So here I'm going to write shift value is equal to 0 initially. Okay, then I'm just going to break our string s, okay, to char array. Okay, so this result is equal to s to char array. All right, then we have to run one loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Okay, and here we have to find the cumulative sum side by side. So how we are going to find? So this is a shift value, right? In this shift value I'm just going to add, okay, shift value is equal to shift value plus, okay, and the value at delta of I. Okay, so here this shift value, okay, this may go beyond 26. Okay, so we know that we have characters from A to Z only, right? Lowercase English letters, so 0 to 25 index, something like that. Okay, so size is 26. Okay, so here just going to take the modulus with 26. Okay, so that we will get the correct value. Okay, so we are just going to apply cumulative effect here, and now just update my result of I. Okay, so result of I. So uh, before a z comes, right, but it is going to become a negative index. So how we are going to deal that? So for that we have to add plus 26 and then take the modulus. So how? Let's see. So whatever the char I'm going to, okay, so here I'm just going to add one char now. So in this a, now how I'm going to get the value? So here let's say this result of I, what is the current character at that particular index. So from this, if I subtract a, okay, so let's say a is there, so I will get 0 here. Okay, so here I'm going to add shift value. So let's say initially shift value is -1. Okay, so 0 result of I, let's say character is a, so a minus a is 0 and shift value is -1. So 0 plus -1 is going to become -1, but -1 there is no index now, there is no character at that position. Okay, -1 before a. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 26. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the modulus with 26. Okay, so now how it is going to help me? Modulus with 26. Okay, so -1 plus 26, 25. 25 modulus with 26. So what is the result I'm going to get? I'm going to get 25, and at 25 if I add to a, so I will get z, right? So this is just going to ensure no negative. Okay, this is done. All right, so now in the end we have to just return new string result. That's it. Okay, now let's run it and see if there is code issue. We'll try to fix that. Oh, the test case has been accepted. Okay, and here one more thing, let me just write this abxka. Okay, abxka, and here we have 2 3 1. Okay, so 2 3 1. All right, and then we have 0 2 0 and 1 4 0. Okay, 0 2 0 and 1 4 0. Okay, 0 2 0, and here we have 0 4 0. I think 140 is there, right? 140, right? Okay, let's run it. So what we are getting here, we are getting, one second, 230 231 231. One second, here let me just update it. 231 is there. 231 0 20 140. Okay, now let's run it. So what we are expecting, we are expecting this result, right? ZZWKZ, ZZWKZ. Okay, now let's submit it. So see, all the test cases has been accepted and our solution is submitted as well. Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to understand to this problem, right? And if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. And till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.